I've been on a diet my entire life. You name the diet, and I've been on it. Weight Watchers, Jenny Craig, Nutrisystem, the Atkins diet, even the Richard Simmons diet. As a chubby kid, I had a voracious appetite for fast food and sweets. My dad was in the Army, so we moved every 3 years. I attended 10 schools, lived in 5 states, and 2 countries. It was a blessing and a curse that I got to see the world at such a young age. Saying goodbye to my friends was so stressful. So what did I do when I moved to a new town with no friends? I ate. I remember in 6th grade, my favorite day was Sunday. Every Sunday morning, my mom and my dad and I would get in the car and we'd drive to Burger King. We would order French toast sticks with syrup, bacon, egg, and cheese croissants, hash browns, and a Coca-Cola for each of us. My second favorite activity was going to the mall. And it was not because I liked to shop. On the contrary, I loathed shopping because none of the clothes fit me. But I loved the cookie factory. This was a place you could get a cookie in any flavor you wanted. And I loved the double doozy. This was a cookie that had 2 chocolate chip cookies with an inch of buttercream frosting in the middle. I usually ordered 2. As a kid, my favorite holiday was Halloween. Not because I enjoyed the costumes or dressing up, but I was so excited about the sugar. Going out for a night of trick-or-treating and coming back with a bag full of free candy, that was a dream come true. As a kid, I really didn't learn about proper nutrition. Vegetables were not in my vocabulary. We ate mostly fast food, frozen dinners, and dessert. And I gotta tell you, the only nutrition advice I got from my parents was, clean your plate. There are starving kids in Africa. And I was really good at cleaning my plate. My weight really made a huge impact on every aspect of my life. My confidence, my self-esteem, and my social life, which, by the way, were all pretty much non-existent. I wasn't popular. I was always picked last in PE class. I did excel at academics because I wasn't very good at sports. Every morning, I would get up and I would weigh myself, praying and hoping that I had lost some weight. And every morning, this wave of discouragement would come over me when I would look at the number staring back at me. I felt like I was in this endless cycle that I couldn't get out of. I would weigh myself, restrict my calories, exercise more, weigh myself, restrict my calories, exercise more, weigh myself, restrict my calories, and exercise more. Does this story sound familiar to any of you? While it's been about 25 years since I've hung out at Burger King, it's interesting that the advice I received back then from my loved ones and from doctors is very prevalent today. If you go and see a doctor and you want to lose weight, they'll probably tell you to restrict your calories, increase your exercise, and weigh yourself. Friends, if that were true, we would all be thin and happy. According to the CDC, 69% of Americans over the age of 20 are overweight. According to a USDA report, Americans spent $54 billion to buy 14 billion gallons of soda. Another USDA report says that Americans consume 150 pounds to 170 pounds of sugar per year per person. What I have learned after years and years of dieting, getting on and getting off the dieting train, is that true health begins inside your heart. Happiness is freedom from the scale. Instead of dieting all of those years, what I should have been doing was loving myself and releasing those feelings of anger and bitterness from not forgiving people in my life. I needed freedom from calorie counting, freedom from exercising just for the sole purpose of losing weight. I needed freedom from attaching my self-worth to my appearance. You are perfect. You are awesome. You are exactly where you need to be, not 10 pounds from now, not 2 dress sizes from now, not when you have $1 million in your bank account, not when you land that mind-blowing job or you find the perfect mate. You are exactly where you need to be, right here, right now.